What's going on, my fellow troops? My name is Xavvo and welcome back to a brand new video. So today I'm going to be bringing you guys the best Rival-9 SMG class in Modern Warfare 3. Now, we are in Season 3 and honestly, I had to do some tweaks to this thing since whenever I made the class, which was probably back in like Season 1 or the pre-season. So I have definitely noticed there's some differences to this weapon over time, whether there be some buffs or nerfs to certain things. But what you should know about this class is that it's going to provide you absolutely awesome accuracy, even though there is a tiny little bit of recoil. It's very controllable and you will land majority of your shots. With this gun, you're also going to notice that it's super free-flowing. You can run around with it a lot and you're not going to feel any real punishment from using this gun or using the magazines or anything like that. You're going to notice it has super good control over the kickback because there is a little bit of kickback on this gun, and I've managed to negate any horizontal recoil. So whilst vertical recoil is very important to negate on this class, it is going to get rid of your horizontal recoil, and it's just going to make sure this gun is overall very sturdy and it's not going to be firing off all over the place. It delivers pretty high damage and it's a fast fire rate weapon. It's probably one of the better SMGs inside of the SMG category, so I would 100% recommend you running it. If you want to have your gameplay like this on screen, if you want to be winning your games or just getting high kills and getting lots of ammo off people all the time, then this is the class for you. Hopefully you will enjoy this video and watch it through to the end so you can get all the information you need to know about the attachments and the actual class setup overall, so not just the attachments but everything else on the class that can help improve this gun and make it even better than it already is. But with that being said, let's get to the class setup. So as you can see, guys, we're here on the class setup. I have removed the attachments, of course, because we're going to be adding them as we go and explaining how they work. So the very first thing obviously we've got on here is the Rival-9 as the primary. I'm running the Renetti as a secondary because I think it works quite nicely as a secondary to this gun. That's completely up to you, of course, whatever you want to run on that. I'm running the Stim as a tactical, the Semtex, and the field upgrade we are running the munitions box. I must also make sure to mention that we are running the infantry vest. This is going to allow us to have increased tact sprint duration, and it's going to reduce our refresh time. So that is something I really do think is great. And also something quite nice is because I've actually got the running sneakers equipped as the boots, we do actually get a duplicate effect going on here, a stacked effect. So if you equip this vest with the running sneakers like I've done, you will gain the effects of the lightweight boots. And if you don't know, the lightweight boots basically allow you to move lots more quicker, basically, and it increases your swim speed and reduces the noise whilst you're swimming. So I think it's quite nice that we get the bonus of that as well. For gloves, we're running scavenger gloves. This is going to make sure that we can resupply our ammo as much as possible off of dead players, because there is a limited amount on this weapon. I mean, granted, the most ammo we can run is 50 rounds. It still burns through very quickly with the fire rate that we have, and there's not a ton of ammo in the secondary reserve as well. So we want to get as much ammo as possible for this type of weapon. So scavenger gloves is something you'll really want to consider having on here. As we've already explained, we have the running sneakers. This is going to increase our tact sprint duration and it's going to reduce the refresh time. So that's why we've got that on there. And for the gear, I am running the tac mask just to reduce the strength of enemy flash stun and gas grenades and to get overall immunity to other things like that. The reason I tend to run this a lot more with like the SMG classes and the AR classes is because I'm going to be on the run a lot more and I don't want someone to be slowing me down and throwing, you know, I guess a spanner in my works. Is that the saying, throwing a spanner in your cogs? Like it just winds me up whenever you're trying to go on the run, get high kills with one of these kind of weapons and someone just lobs a bunch of stun grenades at you. So that's something I have made sure to add on here as well. So now we're going to get to the actual attachments for the Rival-9. The very first attachment we are running is the barrel, and we are running the Rival-C clear shot barrel. This is going to improve our bullet velocity and overall range, as well as it's going to give us some general control to our recoil and improve our overall aiming idle sway, because this gun has a bit of an idle sway. It's not like totally noticeable down sight, I guess. It's just kind of like when you're down sight, it doesn't really stay very still. It's just, yeah, this is going to help you a massive amount. Like, it's going to help an awful lot with this barrel. The very next thing we're running is the underbarrel. Now, for the underbarrel, I don't normally run these on SMGs, but you'll see why we're running it on this one. The reason we're running this one, and it's the FTAC SP10 angled grip, is because it is going to help drastically reduce the horizontal recoil, because this SMG, over a lot of the other SMGs, seems to have a lot of horizontal recoil as opposed to just vertical. Now, don't get me wrong, this gun does have a lot of vertical recoil, and it does say in the cons that it actually increases the vertical recoil by a little bit, but don't worry, over the class, we've made sure to bring that down. But like I say, horizontal recoil is quite an issue when aiming down sight with this gun, so I decided for once we'll throw an underbarrel on here, and that's done a great job of reducing reducing that significantly. I think it's the only underbarrel that actually does the best job of horizontal recoil whilst not affecting vertical too much. And it's also pretty easy for most people to get because it's one of the quicker ones to unlock, I guess. But yeah, next attachment we've got is the magazine. For the magazine, of course, as I've mentioned, we're running 50 round mag. It's the maximum amount. You only get 100 in reserves, and whilst that sounds like a lot, like I say, this gun's going to burn through it very quickly. So we want to have the maximum. If we can get the most ammo on this gun, we absolutely want to go for it, even if it does go through it quickly, which is why we've got the scavenger gloves to help us get additional ammo off dead players. For the next attachment, you'd be surprised we're not running an optic on this class. I actually think the iron sight is quite nice on this. It reminds me a lot of the MP5 iron sight from Modern Warfare 2019, or I guess just an MP5 in general, right? Like MP5s have a quite nice iron sight. They're clean and they just look nice to aim down. So I personally haven't run an optic on this, but if you really want to take down a bit of your accuracy, you want to, you know, add a bit more recoil, just a little bit, you can always take off one of our other attachments like the rear grip, which we're going to add on just to throw an optic on, but I don't think it's worth it. So I personally haven't ran an optic on this class, but that's just my choice. So for the next attachment, we are actually running the stock. For the stock, we are running the MTZ Marauder stock. This one right here is awesome at improving the gun kick control. Like, this thing is really, really bad for this. Like, gun kick control and general firing aiming stability is not so great with this SMG, so this is going to help you with that. And finally, we have got the rear grip, like I say, and this one is the Rival-9 Assault Grip. This is going to help improve the gun kick and the recoil as well, so you get two nice things in one right there. So anyway, yeah, that is the class we are running today for the Rival-9. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. If you did, don't forget to drop a like on the video. That has to be stressed. Please drop a like. If you watched this video and it helped you out and you watched all the way through, be sure to do that and it would really mean a lot to me. Also, be sure to comment down below what you think of this class. Let me know what weapons you're running at the moment. I will try to pace out these class setups even more, like speed them up, I guess, not pace them out because that would mean slow down on making them, but I'm trying to get them out as quick as possible so that way I can actually get to the newer guns more quickly when there's actually a new season. It makes more sense for me to be able to drop class setups on the newer weapons, so I'm trying to get through these older ones from pre-season as quickly as possible, so that's why I'm dropping a lot of class setups at the moment. I hope you guys don't mind. Hopefully you enjoy. Like I say, let me know what you thought of this class. Be sure to follow the Instagram, join the Discord, check out the merch, and check out the other channels. They're all linked down below in the description. But other than that, thank you everyone for watching, and yeah, I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye guys.